This is Stephen Williams, founder and president of CreditRepairShop.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about the debt that's going to be released on the market. There's going to be a lot of people out there, especially with what's going on right now with this virus, that's going to be getting hit with debt collectors coming after them. Look at the amounts of money that is being released for sale into the market to debt collection companies. This is, I believe, the highest I've ever seen. 243 million. $303,893.09. 45,810 accounts. Charge-off date was 2007, so we already know an average balance $5,300. For almost every state except for one, Rhode Island, the statute of limitations has passed, but people for some reason don't understand their rights when it comes to paying a debt. They'll get a letter from the debt collector and they think that they got to pay it. They don't know that what they have to do is look on their credit reports. Step number one, look on your credit reports, look at the original charge-off date. Look at this average charge-off date, 2007. When you look on your credit reports and you see that the charge-off date, what date it is from the original creditor, not from someone else, original creditor, then the next thing you do is you look at your state's statute of limitations. I'm going to put right over here to the side where you can do both of those. And then you'll see that the statute of limitations for your state for contract law, all of this debt would be considered for contract law. And then when you see that it's past statute of limitations, all you have to do is simply write a letter to them. You're not even talking about the debt. You're talking about that you know that the debt that they're attempted to collect is past the statute of limitations for contract law in your state, and that you demand that they cease all collection activities, or you report them to the proper authorities in your state. The proper authorities in your state is the state attorney general or the department that license debt collectors, which is usually the same department that license banking, the banks. And you CC that on the letter. I guarantee you send that to them certified mail, it will stop. They will cease the collection activity. So let's just go down the line here. There's another group, and these are credit card debt. Credit card. This is more credit card debt. $55 million. 30,000 accounts. Average account balance $1,800. Charge-off date is 4/3/2007. Average. These are average, but when they say average, and you look at these portfolios, it's during this year. Another one, $6.5 million. 1,950 accounts. Charge-off date 2008. Average balance 33. Hit that again. Average is $3,348. This one here, $1.5 million. This is payday loans. 706 accounts. Charge-off date 2014. If you get a letter from a company, from a debt collector, they purchased it coming from a payday loan that you had. If it's past the statute of limitations, you need to look at your state. This is close for some states. Here's another one here. 1.1 million. 2014. Here's another one. 70 million. 2008. 62 million. These are all credit cards. All credit cards here. 58 million. 2008, 35 million, 2007, 18 million, 2006, 1.3 million, 2008, 5.3. This is retail. These are the department store credit cards. 5.3 million, 2011. This is jewelry account from a couple of stores. 763,000. 2012, average account 932. These are non-sufficient funds checks, these two right here. $728,000, 2009. These are automatically, they can't even sell these. The statute of limitation on these are a couple of years for every state. This one, 1.3 million, 2007. They can't even do these. People only pay these because they don't know. This one here, mixed credit cards, major credit cards, 5.1 million. 2010 was the charge-off, or average charge-off. Now, just to review, what you should do if you get a letter from a debt collector, step number 1, get your credit reports and look at the charge-off date for that creditor. When you look at the collection letter, it's going to have in the corner, hold on one second, I'm going to get a collection letter up, hold on. Okay, so here's a debt collection letter. This is, just a fake one here. But what you'll see is you'll usually see the debt collection company that's trying to collect it. And then they'll have either the original creditor in a section here, or it might be hidden under here. Like it'll have a debt collector, and then it'll have over here to the side the original creditor. So once you get that information, then what you need to do is you need to, and let's go back to the other sheet. You get that information and you look at your credit reports, and I have a link over here for getting that. And then you look at the original charge-off date. And then you get the statute of limitations for contract law in your state. You can go to my website to see that also at thecreditrepairshop.com. Statute of limitations for contract law. If you see that it's past statute of limitations, and this is the caveat that goes with that, it cannot be a judgment. Statute of limitations on a judgment is 20 years in all states. So it cannot be a judgment. Some people get confused with that. It cannot be a judgment. So if you get a debt collection letter and it's a judgment, that's a whole different story. I'm talking about straight up where the original creditor just never did anything with it. They left it there, and then a debt collector came and purchased all of it, or they just put it out for sale to debt collectors, and they bought up a bulk amount, and it's years later, and it's past statute of limitations. That's what we're talking about here. So don't get mixed up with judgments. So if you find that it's past statute of limitations, you simply need to write a letter. Don't try to be fancy. Just tell them that you know that they're attempting to collect a debt that is past the legal statute of limitations for your state for contract law, and that you demand that they cease all collection activities, or you'll report them to the proper authorities in your state. The proper authorities in your state is the state attorney general for your state, or the Department of Financial Institution. I would just put both on there. Or the department that handles the licensing for banks and debt collectors, or it could be separate for debt collectors. That's who you want. If you can't find it, ask the debt collector their license number, and then type in the debt collector's name and their license number, and it'll pop up for your state. Put your state in there, and it'll pop up. All right, if you need help with your credit, please visit our website, thecreditrepairshop.com. If you need your credit reports and scores, please visit the website, your3scores.com. And until next time, thank you. And also remember to like this video and get notified and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye.